Hello, Grand Rapids. This is City Manager Mark Washington. There's just so many things that are going on in our city right now. We recently celebrated all our veterans in the community, so happy Veterans Day, and thank you for your service to our country, keeping us safe and the sacrifices that you've made. We're starting this year's basketball season with our professional basketball team, the Grand Rapids Gold, and want to make sure we get out and support them. Lots of enjoyable memories to be created with family and friends, and root for the home team. But also, we have the International Wine, Beer, and Food Festival right here in our own backyard. And there will be hundreds of vendors and retailers, lots of locally owned restaurants and breweries and places where we can one-stop shop sample for a few days, but then you can get out all over our community and go try those great venues and support local businesses. So thank you for, in advance, for getting out and engaging and being part of our vibrant community. Lots of things happening here at City Hall. First, I want to say, as a result of the election outcome, to all the locally elected officials, congratulations, Mayor-elect David LeGrand, First Ward Commissioner-elect Belshak, and Third Ward Commissioner-elect Marshall Kilgore. Your outcome, and look forward to serving with them. We've had a couple of orientations since the election day, and they are very excited and committed to helping our city. But with our current commissioners, we still have work to do. And so much appreciating working with those that will be transitioning, both Mayor Rosalind Bliss, as well as First Ward Commissioner John O'Connor and Third Ward Commissioner Bingoy, and the rest of the City Commission, as we have a lot of work to do. We were here at City Hall looking at some of the plans for 2025, and the commissioner-elects were also present, observing and listening. We spent a lot of time discussing a lot of priorities at our retreat. A lot of housing policy as we get ready to look at perhaps an important change in some of our incentives for housing development, as we look at how we incentivize development and the taxation, or the ability for people to pay in lieu of taxes and contribute funding to one of our housing funds, affordable housing funds. We'll be reviewing our pilot policy probably at the December 3rd meeting as a result of that discussion. We've also were able to talk about fiscal sustainability and making sure, as we look at the future, forecasting the future, there are some uncertainties about what may happen at the state or federal level. As we know, we are not going to get the kind of federal relief funding we receive as part of recovery from the ARPA plan. At least there's no indication of that at this point. And so we talked about making sure we have the appropriate reserve levels in the event there is a quote-unquote rainy day that's needed, and we'll probably be making some additional contributions to our reserve funding here at the city. And we also been talking about some of the transformational projects. There was a great recent announcement about the lead donor for the soccer stadium that will be the Amway Soccer Stadium that we're having in our city, but also a pretty big housing development along the river corridor, Fulton market, that is proposed over $800 million of investment, and that will result in 671 housing units, as well as the creation of over 1,900 jobs, as well as just create a lot of vibrancy with mixed use in terms of retail, housing, hotels. There's a 130-room hotel room that's planned for one of the largest developments that we've had in a long time. And the proposed density in that project is incredible, with some of the buildings that will tower over 40 floors. So there's been a public hearing, lots of conversations, both in support as well as in concerns, but there will be a final decision that will be made on December the 3rd, and we're looking forward to that conversation. Additional investments were made around keeping our community safe. We've had several conversations at the Public Safety Committee about violence and violence prevention. And this year, while one death is too many, we're having one of our lowest years in terms of homicides. They're down significantly from previous years. And part of that is, it's no one silver bullet. Part of it is more vigilance, more education, more community engagement, more proactive policing. And Cure Violence also plays a part in that. And the community-based, evidence-based violence program was reapproved for funding, and the City Commission invested over $750,000 over the next 3 years to continue to partner with the Urban League and Cure Violence for that effort. So lots of great things that are happening in our city. Our Grand Rapids Public Museum just dedicated or just celebrated the Community Resource and Archive Center reimagining of space. There was $1 million that was received from the state of Michigan to create more accessibility to our history in all the archives. I believe I was visiting with Dale Roberts. He said over 250,000 artifacts are archived there. And right now it's a closed building, and so we're trying to open it up with making it more welcoming, and that the community can come in and spend as much time as they do there as the museum itself, and appreciating where we've been in the past while we look forward to where we're going in the future. So lots of things that are happening. Hopefully you'll be able to get out and take part in some of it. And until next month, continue to be safe. Take care.